Good morning. My name is John Vergas. I and Gail are members of the United Methodist Church here on Skidaway Island. I live at 7 Deer Creek Drive, and our bedroom windows face east. In the morning, the sun comes in through the windows, and I'm reminded of John 12:46. I am the light of the world. Those who believe in me will never abide in darkness. That's what Jesus said. Well, I was laying there and thanking God for all the good things he's done for me over the last 85 years. And I thought, gosh, how can I give back? And I thought, well, I'll try to draw a picture of God. So I thought of the pictures I've had of God over the years. When I was a little boy, my mother had a picture of Jesus knocking at the door. He wants to come into my life. When I was in the Navy, I went to church and the bulletin had a picture of God pointing the way to a sailor guiding a ship through a very rough sea. And finally, when I was going to college in Massachusetts, Gail, who I was courting, lived in New York, and she painted a picture of Jesus holding a lamb in his arms. So God wants to comfort us when we're in trouble. So those are the three pictures I had, but I wanted to draw a picture. So I looked in the Bible, and of course I went to Genesis 1:26. What God said after he had created the animals, he said, let us create man in our own image, in our own likeness. Well, that threw me for a loop. I wanted to know, what is the image, what is likeness? After a lot of searching around, I came to the conclusion that man has a soul. He needs to determine which is right, which is wrong. He has a moral compass, and a fish obviously does not have a soul. So that set me off a little further, but I still was lacking for a picture of God. Then I went to John 14:8 and 9. Philip, one of his apostles, said, Lord, show me the Father. And Jesus said, Philip, what's the matter with you? You've been with me for 3 years. Don't you understand? When you see me, you've seen the Father. Okay, that's another good opportunity to draw a picture of God. And finally, a couple of weeks ago, I was doing a Bible study with some men in my driveway, and we got to 1 John 4:8, where it says very clearly, God is love. Oh, how do I draw a picture of God's love? Pretty tough. So then I said, hey, Paul, the Apostle Paul, he drew a picture of God's love in 1 Corinthians 13. And it says love is patient, kind, does not have envy, and it goes on and on and on. So the picture of God's love is shown to us by the Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians 13. Still looking for how to draw a picture. At night when I was sleeping, it came to my mind, tell me the stories of Jesus I want to hear. And finally I said, I got the picture of God. It's the New Testament. And whether it's a story of a woman at the well, where Jesus told her he would give her living water, or whether it's the story of Zacchaeus up in a tree when he asked him to come down to eat with him, or the story of answering the Sadducees and saying, the most important commandment is, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and soul and mind and strength. So I've got the picture. The picture is everybody I meet. And me, I am called to be a picture of God, to act in a manner that shows God's love to everyone I meet and everyone I encounter. And I hope that you feel the presence of God in your life and that it comforts you. Thank you very much.